Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Divine Intervention and this is a reading for you in the month of April. There is already a reading up for you guys. This is more mid-month. However, the messages will be for you when they divinely find you. Excuse me. Call upon the love and the light, the love and the light, the love and the light to set the energy right. We have 2 candles gone out. So I'm a channeler. And I just use the cards to help guide me through the reading. And I've been meditating on your energy now, Gemini, for the last half an hour or so. And before I start pulling any cards, the kind of energy I'm getting from you is you've caught a break. You've had a chance to reflect and you feel like the grass is greener somewhere else. I don't know whether this is with someone else or Spirit's telling me you've got someone on your mind pretty heavily and it's somebody that you haven't spoken to for a while. Perhaps you cut them off to start a new relationship and now you're thinking about them so much. You're following them on Instagram, you're up in their DMs, you might have even WhatsApped them. I think that this person, like, you and this person had something super special. And 7 of Pentacles, it was magical, yeah. And you're kind of reminiscing it now. You've had a chance. I think quite a lot of years have passed though. Spirit's telling me like 5+ years have passed. And no one is compared to them, Gemini, which is kind of annoying in a sense because trying to fill their boots ever since has been kind of difficult for you. Some of you are in a relationship thinking about this other person and some of you aren't. Some of you are newly broken up, I'm hearing. Yeah, so let's have a look at what we've got. The 7 of Pentacles mirrored by the 10 of Swords. So this reminiscing has left you in kind of like a prison in your mind. You feel like, why, what if? Why didn't I just go there when I could have done? Why didn't I treat them properly? Or why didn't I make more of an effort back then? Maybe you didn't realise your feelings for this person until now, some of you, which is rather strange in a sense, you know, like you really, really like someone and then it's kind of like the one that got away situation, this feels like to me. Yeah, you really, really like someone and then you don't realise how special they are until they're gone, which the question is, Gemini, are they gone? The Lover's card just poked its head up. I feel like it didn't fly out at me though, it just kept appearing when I was shuffling. And so's the Devil energy, which is telling me that maybe your interest in this person, your let me have some coffee. Your interest, which is sort of like reviving itself in this person, is for the wrong reasons. Or in the wrong circumstances. Like I said, some of you are in a relationship which is not good because thinking about someone else when you're in a relationship isn't really the way forward, is it? So, especially if you are messaging them and stuff. I feel like this isn't the first time they've come up into your mind, but now that it's super heavy, maybe you're more bored, or maybe there's things that keep reminding you of them, or maybe it's just that you're seeing them happy and successful and you're thinking, hold on a minute, I want them now, you know. When I met them, they were good, but they weren't this good. Now they're doing their thing and it's so attractive. They're independent. They're literally 100% independent. I mean, it's hard for you to tell with this person, Gemini, if they're in a relationship or seeing somebody because they don't really put it all over their social media anyway. You know them like that. You know that they're just, maybe they've got a social media that's just for their photography or music or art. So they concentrate on those things. They don't really make it that personal. So you haven't asked the question yet because you know that you're not in the place at the moment. We've got the Tower upside down come through. So especially with the Ten of Swords. that it's next to here. So the Tower upside down for me is you're going to come out of this feeling, this sort of obsessive thinking about them. You are going to come out of it. The Tower's going to fall down. There's going to be some sort of conclusion. Maybe they will text you and just be like, I've got a boyfriend. Maybe that'll be their reply, or I've got a girlfriend. What have we got now? The Empress in reverse. So this could be a Libran. And yeah, your Tower is going to be brought down by this Empress reversed energy. When the Empress is in reverse to me, she's a little bit cold. Normally the Empress to me would be like inviting, a little bit sexual, a little bit flirtatious. The Tower is going to be brought down by this person going, nah, I don't think so. Maybe making jokes with you or being a bit cold. So it might stop you thinking about them for a few days. You look at them as the star. You're seeing that they're going to be super successful. I think you knew that they were different when you met them, but you didn't realise they were like superstar material. And now you're seeing, oh my God, this person is going to be mega successful. They're fantastic at what they do. They're smashing life with their independence. I want to be part of that. To replace these thoughts, Gemini, I would suggest focusing on you and using this time to, I don't know, yeah, go inwards. Go inwards and look at why you're craving them. I'm sure you've got successes of your own that you could be concentrating on and evolving. We've got the Three of Cups coming up next to the Star. Gemini, I think that there's definitely a third party situation going on here. There's more than one interest in your mind at the moment. And I don't feel like you quite know what you're conjuring up, in the sense that going around flirting with people when you've already got somebody, or contacting your past to try and resurrect old memories. I think you need to ask yourself, is it going to be the same? They say you shouldn't cross the same bridge twice. Is this something you need to consider? Should you be crossing the same bridge twice, Gemini? From personal experience, whenever I've gone over the same ground twice, it's never been as fruitful, so to speak. You are just looking for equal reciprocation of your love. We've got the Two of Cups following the Three of Cups. So it's almost like, out of your options that you've got and these people that you're thinking about, whether past, present, and I feel like there's somebody coming in the near future that's new, a new energy. You're going to look at these options and none of them are going to give you what you want to give them. There's not going to be an equal give and take here with any of them, so to speak. I feel like you want to provide for somebody and create a family and start afresh, and I don't think they're going to feel mutual. Sorry to break it to you, Gems, but I feel like maybe your present person, yes, but the past person that you've been thinking about, I don't think so. I feel like you're just hanging on to like good memories, like I said before. We've then got the Magician. The Magician is actually a great card. It hangs out next to the Fool in the deck. It's the card of now. It's the first card, and to me, the Fool, who he hangs out with, is 0, and he's the thought. And then the Magician is the action card to me. the actual making it happen card. So I feel like towards the end of the month, you're gonna be making, you're trying to make this happen. He came out in reversed. I feel like there's possibly a chance that you're going to go the wrong way about it. People don't like to think that they're second best, or they're just a choice of one of three or one of two or whatever. People don't like to think that they're not the only person in someone's life like that either. They like to think, I'm the only love interest, I'm the one they want, sort of thing. And if you're not careful, Gemini, if you're juggling, I feel like with the Magician upside down here, it's kind of a warning to say, be careful. Be careful, because you don't want to lose a good thing that you've got going on. What's this card? The Strength card. Okay, so perhaps the Strength card has come out here next to the Magician because you need to have the strength not to take action in the wrong direction. You need to think about things logically. Have some appreciation for your current circumstances. Spirit's telling me resist the temptation. Perhaps there's going to be some temptation ahead of you this month. I believe you've got the strength, Gems. I think sometimes the grass seems greener, right? And for you, the grass might actually be greener, but I feel like timing isn't great, you know. Sometimes if you miss an opportunity with somebody, sometimes it wasn't meant to be, you know. You were just meant to learn a lesson, to go back over that ground. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse following the Strength card. This to me says, you know, if you don't have the strength to resist the temptation or take action in the wrong direction, there will be a change in your life. There will be an up and leaving. There will be somebody possibly walking away from you. And Spirit's telling me this person that you're risking, or you might risk everything for, is actually reciprocating your love, is actually the equal give and take that you want. For some reason you just can't see it. You're deluded by some sort of past magical memory that will never be the same again, Gemini. Okay, so let me pull one more card. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords next to the Four of Wands. I feel like when you've realised this, there's obviously two ways it can go. Another two cards that fell out. I was only going to pull one more card, but the other two cards that fell out were the King and the Queen of Swords, which is quite unusual for them both just to fall out next to each other. So the Six of Swords, again, is about equality. So if you've got the strength not to think that the grass is greener and actually see this reciprocated love in front of you and appreciate what you've got in the present, there's a chance that you will both be able to go forward. However, everyone's allowed to have memories and stuff, but to take baggage into the next chapter with you, when I say baggage, I mean like messaging people that from your past, that in a way that's not just like, hi, how are you? That's like, oh, you know, what if? I think it's just a bit much. Obviously each to their own, Gemini, but like I said, you don't want this to end in a King and Queen of Swords moment where you're both cutting each other off. That is a potential out of this situation. You're both cutting each other off and not speaking to each other again. Spirit's telling me that this could actually be the reason why you're going back over old ground, because the person that you presently have been engaged with, maybe literally, maybe not, or you have been seeing, going out with, in a relationship with, I feel like it's long term rather than seeing. And maybe you've had a recent split, and so you're looking at old ground as if it's attractive again, because you don't like going inwards, Gemini. Spirit's telling me that you're not that good at looking at your self-analysis and shadow work. I think that, yeah, appreciation of the present. Taking a look at yourself this month is really important. If you have split from this person, running back, jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire, running back to old loves, may not be the answer here. Ending on the King and Queen of Swords does tell me that the King's facing away from the Queen, and it tells me that the male energy is going to be slightly more, cold, stubborn in this situation, and the female. However, the female, the Queen of Swords, is fierce. Once she makes a decision, she doesn't look back again. So, Gemini, sounds like your mind's been complicating you this month. What angel cards have we got for you? The Nine of Emotion. This is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are just a reward for being a loving, wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have more fun. I like that. I like that. Have more fun, Gemini. And the Five of Emotion. Two very emotional cards here for an air sign. Usually we're all up in our heads. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistake of the past so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Asking your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path of joy. Gemini, that is you. Oh, Spirit's telling me to pull a multiversal deck. Let's have a look. One little message. What's that say? I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Take some time out and think, Gemini, about yourself, please, this month. Thank you. If you'd like a private reading, hit me up, take what resonates, and come find me on Instagram, divine.intervention.channel. See you there. Peace out.